If you've been playing Blox Fruits recently, or even if you played way back, you already know fruits are the main thing everybody goes for. But what about the swords? Most players forget that some of the strongest damage in the game actually comes from them. So today, I'm going to show you how to get every single sword nice and simple, so you can finally complete your collection without getting lost in a million guides. You can use the timestamps of this video to jump into the one you want. Let's get into it. Number 1 and 2. These are the two starter swords and they're super easy to get. All you need is 1,000 money for each. Just head over to the sword dealer on the very first island in the game and you can buy both right away. Perfect for beginners and a quick way to start building your collection. Number 3 and 4. For these two, head over to Pirate Village, which is the third island in the level progression. Once you're there, look for the sword dealer of the West. You can buy the dual katana for 12,000 money and the iron mace for 25,000 money. Super straightforward, just pull up, buy them, and you're good to go. Number 5 and 6. For these two, head over to Frozen Village, which is the fifth island in the level order. Once you get there, look for the sword dealer of the East. You can buy the triple katana for 60,000 money and the pipe for 100,000 money. Nice and simple. Just talk to the dealer, grab your swords, and keep moving through your collection. Number 7 and 8. First Shark Saw. You can get this one as a drop from the Saw, a boss that spawns in Middletown. He appears every 1 hour and 15 minutes and stays for 15 minutes. To actually earn the sword, you must deal at least 10% of his total damage. Otherwise, you won't qualify for the drop. Defeat him, and if you're lucky, you'll get the Shark Saw. Next is Saber. For this one is a bit more challenging. You unlock the Saber by completing the Saber puzzle, and once you finish it, you'll fight the Saber expert. Defeat him, and you'll get the Saber. I can make a full guide on how to solve the puzzle if I see enough comments asking for it. Number 9 and 10. First is the Warden's sword, and this one is pretty straightforward. You get it by defeating the Chief Warden who's located inside the prison in the first sea. Beat him, and the Warden's sword has a chance to drop. Now Soul Cane. To get the Soul Cane, head over to Magma Village. There you'll find the living skeleton, and you can buy the sword from him for 750,000. It's a clean, fast weapon and definitely worth picking up early on. Number 11 and 12. First is Bisento. To get the Bisento, head to the Master Sword Dealer on the 4th island of Skylands. You can buy it for 1 million belly, but there's one requirement: you must be at least level 250. Once you meet that, just talk to the dealer and you're good. Next is the dual-headed blade. This one is also sold by the Master Sword Dealer in the same area. It costs 400,000. and you can buy it immediately without any level requirement. It's a solid early game blade and easy to pick up while you're already in Skylands. Number 13 and 14. First is Trident. You can get the Trident by defeating the Fishman Lord, the boss found in the underwater city. Just beat him, and if luck is on your side, he'll drop the Trident. No special requirements, just head down there and take him out. Next is Pole First Form. This one is a bit more RNG based. The Thunder God in Upper Skylands has a 6% drop chance to give you the Pole First Form, so you might get it quick, or you might be there for a while. Just keep defeating him until the drop finally shows up. Now that we've covered the first C, let's move on to the second C swords. This is where you'll start seeing some of the most iconic blades in the game. Number 15 and 16. First is the Longsword. You can get this sword by defeating the Diamond Boss, which is the first boss you'll encounter in the second C. Beat him, and the sword has a chance to drop. Simple and a good starter sword for this C. Next up is Gravity Blade, which is a drop from Orbitus or Fajita, the boss located in the Green Zone, which is the second island in the second sea level order. Defeat him, and if you're lucky, you'll get the Gravity Blade. This one is definitely worth grinding for early on. Number 17 and 18. First is Flail. You can get the Flail by defeating the Smoke Admiral, who is located inside a stone building on the hot side of Hot and Cold in the Second Sea. The sword has about a 20% drop chance, so you might get it pretty fast, or you may need a few tries. Now Koko. Koko is dropped by order, one of the more unique bosses in the Second Sea. To spawn him, you first need to start an order raid. You can buy a microchip for 1,000 fragments from the arithmetic NPC, who's found on the roof of the Smoke Admiral's building at Hot and Cold. Once you have the microchip, take it to the secret laboratory and use it inside the dark blue chamber. The lab is hidden through a small entrance on the top left side of the stone peak at Hot and Cold. Defeat order, and if luck's on your side, Koko will drop. Number 19 and 20. You can get the Midnight Blade by buying it from El Admin, an NPC found on the haunted ship in the Second Sea. It costs 100 ectoplasm, which you can get by defeating the enemies around the haunted ship. The drops are random, so you'll need to grind a bit, but it's pretty straightforward. Now we have Rengoku. Rengoku is obtained by using the hidden key to open a chest inside the ice castle. The chest is hidden under the staircase, right below the awakened Ice Admiral. The hidden key has a 5% drop chance from the awakened Ice Admiral and a lower chance from the snow lurkers and Arctic warriors around the ice castle. Once you get the key, open the chest and Rengoku is yours. Number 21 and 22. You can obtain the Dragon Trident by defeating the Tidekeeper, a boss located on Skull Island, which is the last island in the Second Sea. Defeat him, and the Dragon Trident has a chance to drop. This is one of the more popular Second Sea swords, so it's definitely worth the grind. On the other side, we have the Fishing Trophy, which is a very special case. It was rewarded only to players who placed in the top 1,000 during the 2025 fishing tournament. Even though it's classified as a sword, it doesn't really act like one at all. It deals 0 damage, has no combat use, and doesn't help with PvP or grinding in any way. That said, it's one of the rarest flex items in the game, purely made to show off. Number 23, 24, and 25. Oroshi, Shizu, and Saishi. These 3 swords are all obtained from the legendary sword dealer, and each one costs 2 million belly. The tricky part is that the legendary sword dealer only spawns at specific time intervals. To track when he's about to appear, you'll need to talk to the manager at the cafe, but only after completing the Colosseum quest. The manager's dialogue changes depending on how close the dealer is to spawning, so keep checking back until he finally shows up. Once he does, you can buy Oroshi, Shizu, or Saishi, depending on which one he's selling at that time. Number 26. To get the true triple katana, there's a bit of grinding involved. First, you need to reach 300 mastery on all 3 legendary swords, Saishi, Shizu, and Oroshi. Once you've done that, head to the green zone and look for the mysterious man, who's standing on top of the tallest sprout on the island. Talk to him, pay 2 million belly, and you'll finally unlock the true triple katana. Definitely a grind, but 100% worth it. Now that we're done with the Second Sea, it's time for the Third Sea, home to some of the strongest and rarest swords in Blox Fruits. Number 27 and 28. First, Twin Hooks. You can get Twin Hooks as a drop from Captain Elephant, a boss located at the Floating Turtle. Defeat him, and if you're lucky, the sword will drop. Next up is Pole Second Form. To upgrade Pole into its second form, you need to be struck by lightning while holding Pole First Form. This can only happen in the Rough Sea, which can appear at any sea danger level, from level 1 all the way up to level 6. The Rough Sea can even spawn without using a boat, so it's mostly about timing and a bit of luck. Number 29 and 30. You can obtain Canvander by defeating the Beautiful Pirate, a boss located at the floating turtle in the 3rd sea. To enter his domain and fight him, you must be level 1950 or higher. Defeat him, and Canvander has a chance to drop. The Dark Dagger is one of the rarest swords in the game. It has a 5% drop chance from Rip Indra True Form. Having the 2x Boss Drops Game Pass is highly recommended since it greatly increases your chances. To spawn Rip Indra True Form, you first need to activate the aura color buttons around the castle on the sea. These must be pressed using the 3 legendary aura colors: Snow White Pure Red and Winter Sky. Any player can activate these buttons, and this step can be done at any time. After all buttons are activated, a player must place a god's chalice on the pedestal located to the right of the castle entrance. You can obtain the god's chalice in the 3rd sea in 3 ways: a chance drop from defeating an elite pirate, a chance from praying at the gravestone from a random chest which spawns every 4 hours per server. Once Rip Indra is defeated, there's a chance the Dark Dagger will finally drop. But be ready for a serious grind. Number 31 and 32. You can get the Buddy Sword by defeating the Cake Queen, a boss found on the 2nd island of the Sea of Treats, also known as Ice Cream Land, in the 3rd sea. Defeat her, and the Buddy Sword has a chance to be dropped. The Spikey Trident can drop in 2 different ways. It has about a 10% chance to drop from the Cake Prince, or a higher chance if you defeat the Dough King. To spawn the Cake Prince, you need to defeat 500 enemies at Cake Land, then interact with Drip Mama to summon him. Number 33. The Shark Anchor is obtained by defeating an anchored terror shark, but there are a few important requirements. Only the player who uses the monster magnet can get the sword, and you must deal at least 10% of the boss's total damage for it to count. When you consume the monster magnet, you'll see a system message that says, "Your monster magnet has attracted an irregular beast." That's how you know it worked. Before you can even craft the monster magnet, you first need to unlock the ability by crafting both the Shark Tooth Necklace and the Terror Jaw. Once that's done, you can craft the monster magnet through the Shark Hunter using the following materials: 2 Terror Eyes, 8 Electric Wings, 20 Fool's Gold, 10 Shark Teeth. All of these materials can be obtained from sea-related activities. Number 34 and 35. Tushita is obtained by completing the Tushita puzzle in the 3rd sea. It's a multi-step puzzle that can be a bit confusing if you're doing it for the first time, but once you finish it, you'll unlock the sword. Yama is obtained in a similar way by completing the Yama puzzle. This one is also puzzle-based and requires some patience, but completing it will reward you with the sword. I already have full videos for both puzzles, explaining every step in detail, so I'll leave those linked in the description if you need help with either one. Number 36 and 37. To unlock the Dragon Heart crafting recipe, you first need to obtain the red dojo belt. However, crafting the sword isn't immediately possible, because to get the Dragon Egg, a required material, you must already have the black dojo belt and the Dragon Tether ability. Once all requirements are met, you can craft Dragon Heart through the Dragon Hunter using the following materials: 1 Dragon Egg, 6 Dinosaur Bones, 15 Blaze Embers. This one takes time and progression, but it's one of the more rewarding swords to unlock. The Fox Lamp can be obtained from the Kitsune Shrine by offering 15 or more Azure Embers during a blue moon. Before that, you'll need to spawn the Kitsune Island. To do this, you can either sail into Sea Danger level 6 during the daytime and stay there until the full moon appears, or stay in Danger level 5 and only enter Danger level 6 once the full moon rises. Once the Kitsune Island is active and the conditions are met, offer the embers at the shrine for a chance to receive the Fox Lamp. Number 38 and 39. The Hallow Scythe can be obtained with a 5% drop chance by defeating the Soul Reaper. To summon him, you need to place Hallow Essence on the altar with blue flames next to the graveyard at the Haunted Castle. Simply walk onto the altar while the Hallow essence is in your inventory, and the Soul Reaper will spawn. You can obtain Hallow essence in 2 ways. By praying at the gravestone NPC at the Haunted Castle. If you get it this way, you'll also receive a God's Chalice. By getting it from the Death King through random surprise. To spin here, you'll need bones, which are obtained by defeating NPCs around the map. Defeat the Soul Reaper, and if you're lucky, the Hallow Scythe will finally drop. Now cursed dual katana. This is one of the best swords in the entire game, especially for PvP. It hits hard, has great combo potential, and is a must-have in the 3rd Sea. Getting it takes some work, so I already made a full guide on how to unlock it, and I'll leave that video linked in the description. Number 40 and 41. The Dark Blade can be obtained in 3 different ways. 1. Buying it directly from the shop for 1,200 Robux. 2. Being gifted the Dark Blade Game Pass by another player. 3. Trading for the Dark Blade Game Pass with another player. This is one of the most iconic swords in the game and a popular choice for both PvP and grinding. The Triple Dark Blade is not obtainable for regular players. It's an exclusive sword reserved for Blox Fruits staff and official content creators in the Blox Fruits Star program. Some ways it has been obtained include winning admin-hosted events like tournaments, which occasionally rewarded it in the past. These are no longer common. Being a helper or tester in the official Blox Fruits Discord. Being an admin. Being an official content creator in the Blox Fruits Star program. And yeah, that's definitely something I'm working toward myself. And that wraps up how to get every sword in Blox Fruits. From the easiest ones all the way to the rarest and hardest to obtain. If you still have questions about any sword, drop them in the comments. Also, let me know how many swords you already have, or which one was the hardest for you to get. If this helped you out, make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching WagsonBlox Out, and I'll see you in the next one.